'Cause every time you walk around here when it's not ultra, you're like, little things come back to where you've been. My name is Matthew Gates. I'm from West Palm Beach, and I have been to 24 ultra music festivals. I was a old school raver kid. That was my thing. We had just had a couple Zen festivals over the years, and they were my introduction to festivals. And so when Ultra was doing this thing on the beach, I'm like, it's a great idea. I had a friend of mine whose name is Joshua Helmsley, and he was on the lineup for the first Ultra. So he was my okay, let's go. And then, like I said earlier, just walking up with the Sunset and LTJ Bookham, it was like, that's it. This is where I'll be. Starting with the street being blocked off. It's like almost weird to drive on it because you're so used to it just being blocked off. Because, as many times as I get down to Miami, most of the time it's blocked off because of Ultra. It's funny, there's not too many places where like the back of your hand, some of this area. It's never expected to be a map quest for Bayfront Park. We went to the first couple at the beach, and then when they moved it, they were like, oh, we got to see where they're moving it. And then, let's keep going. Oh, they're moving it again. We got to go see where they're moving it, and then we're going back. So it was kind of like we just got to go. And then after 5, 6, 7 years, it kind of just becomes a habit. All of a sudden, you blink, and it's been 15 years. And I get married and bring my wife, and now she's been to almost 10 of them. It's nuts. The first few years, we didn't have a ton of options at the time, but for going wherever you wanted to go. Now there's so many options for stages. The original cloth Carl Cox tent was over here. This was the spot where you wanted to dance for a good time. This is where it was. This is 7 Up stage. Yes, this is the 7 Up stage. It's always a challenge to pick where you want to go and who you want to see. It wasn't always all 3 days, open, close. Sometimes I had a daddy-daughter dance on Friday night. And I was joking around, does anybody in this room know where I'm gonna be in about 6 hours? I was like, it's kind of funny. That's how I've evolved personally. Started off with daddy-daughter dance and end up at Ultra. It's nuts. It's the exact same backdrop. It's just nuts to see it completely empty. This was Rabbit on the Moon. Yeah, this is where you would, the ball, he would bounce the ball all through the crowd. And this is where Bunny did his thing. It was never a doubt. It was never no, I'm not coming next year. It would have to be a complete disaster. I would always be back. If they moved it, I would totally go to where they moved it. You're waiting for the next set somewhere else. This was where you can come and holy crap, just take it all in, just take a deep breath. This is the spot. This is the spot.
De mic was not on. Oh.